Pulver with a laser. And the empty net! Oh!
Today on the Weekly Watch, we're talking about playoffs.
Playoffs?
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 Get out of here with that.
Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Oh, that's good.
We literally planned that because we just wanted to play that clip.
You got to play that clip. I think we've played it every year in the Weekly Watch in this episode, which is the NCAA selection show reaction.
We just watched the whole show, and so we want to go through who's in each side of the bracket and what our predictions are.
The one thing that's really, really exciting about this...
I think we're like holding up traffic.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so the one thing that's really exciting about this show is that it means we are so close to the Final Four.
How far away are we? Like a week? 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
Oh, I was off.
3 weeks away from the Final Four in Boston. We're gonna be there. Are you gonna be there?
All right, now for the bracket. Let's start on the left side.
So Maryland got the 1 seed, which really isn't a surprise, but they did lose to Hopkins this weekend.
I mean, in my opinion, Maryland, no doubt about it, is the #1 team.
Crossfield. Good looking shot. Snyder. He's shooting.
They'll be playing Canisius or Robert Morris, which they'll probably win that game.
But you never know. May Madness, like, it could happen.
One thing they kept saying in the selection show was mayhem. They were super into that.
I like that.
Yeah. Syracuse got the 8 seed, and they're playing Cornell. Syracuse was like 8-6 this year. I feel like it's a total toss-up. I just watched Cornell play this past weekend.
Teat leading the nation in scoring. Makes the great feed.
Jeff Teat, 51 on Cornell, is so good, and I kind of feel like Cornell's going to win this one.
I mentioned it off the top. He's got the best wrists in college lacrosse.
Yeah, Cornell is hot right now.
Laser. And the empty net! Oh!
I think they are taking down Syracuse. I'm gonna bet all the marbles on it. Like every marble I own.
Also, that's like the most classic NCAA championship game, Syracuse-Cornell, unbelievable. Like, that's one of the best games of all time.
If you wanna know more about one of the most legendary lacrosse games of all time, click the link up here in the corner. We have a whole episode on it. It's phenomenal. Right below Syracuse-Cornell, we have Georgetown versus #5 Hopkins. Georgetown took down Denver to get here.
Comes in. He threads the needle again. Oh, what a snipe.
And Hopkins took down Maryland in the Big Ten tournament. Hopkins is also hot right now. You've got Joel Tinney.
Chili, no more pass for Tinney.
Shaq Stanwyck is healthy again.
Stanwyck turns, gets low, feet, that's a goal.
The cool thing about this matchup is, like, when was the last time you saw Georgetown in the tournament?
Things they've gone through, and the Georgetown Hoyas have won the 2018 Big East.
I feel like Georgetown was in the tournament back when I was in like 7th grade. And rounding out the left side of the bracket, we have #4 Duke taking on Villanova.
This side of the bracket is really tough. You have Duke, you have Cuse or Cornell. Either one of those teams could surprise you.
You have Maryland.
You have Maryland. You have Hopkins. Like, this is a crazy side of the bracket. We easily could see another Maryland-Hopkins matchup for the 3rd time in like 4 weeks.
Insane.
That would be crazy. Now for the right side of the bracket. At the top of the bracket, we have Yale taking on UMass. UMass had a really impressive season. Yale's kind of like the sleeper team. It's pretty amazing to see them as #3, especially because they got taken down by Cornell in the Ivy League championship.
The Big Apple belongs to the Big Red.
And UMass made it in because they won their division and they're the automatic qualifier.
I think when Yale is at their best,
Here's Reeves
and Ben Reeves is firing,
against Wallace. Reeves, 5 goals for Ben Reeves, and he is now the all-time leading goal scorer in Yale lacrosse.
Yale's gonna win that game. I haven't really seen UMass, but I love upsets, so.
I'll go UMass just to,
I like
to
that.
go against you.
All right, Loyola is taking on Virginia. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
Ah,
That's fun.
yeah, that was a good addition to the Weekly Watch. Loyola is taking on Virginia in the first round. I think this could be a really tight matchup, but I think Loyola's taking this one. Pat Spencer's too good right now. It's at home for Loyola. It's gonna be a fun game to watch, but I think Loyola's taking it.
Then we have #7 Notre Dame taking on Denver. Denver is coming off a loss in the Big East Championship to Georgetown.
The clock, 20 on the corner clock, what a bullet!
They're also 0-3 on the road for playoff games. And this is going to be a game on the road in South Bend.
Notre Dame didn't have the best season this year, but right now they're getting hot and their offense is starting to click.
That time, Notre Dame firing on all cylinders.
So I feel like this is a Notre Dame win.
Costabile with his second.
But again, this is probably another very close game.
Walker. Snipe.
Whatever it is, though, it's going to be sad to see Trevor Baptiste go.
I'm taking the Pios for this one. I want to see them go as far as they can possibly go.
I'm just saying, this season, like however far
It's
they
not
go.
over yet. You're acting like it's over.
I'm getting
It's
set.
not over. And rounding it out, we have number 2 Albany taking on Richmond. Where did Richmond come from?
Yeah, I mean, like, I know that we talk about Richmond occasionally, but like, how did they make it into the postseason?
Lanchberry over to the middle. Hatfield is going to win it for the Richmond.
So let's talk about who didn't make the cut. Who were the bubble teams that didn't make it?
I mean, it's just like
It's blatantly
come on.
clear
Rutgers.
that like the NCAA has something against New Jersey. They always have. It's messed up.
Rutgers should have made it.
100% Rutgers should be in there right now. I'm like bummed for all those guys on Rutgers.
I just wanted to watch Jules Henenberg play more.
You can just see there's just nothing the keeper can do.
Like, I just love Rutgers' offense. I'm sad to see him go from the NCAA.
But Richmond, now that you're in, you got to go all the way. That's
Yeah.
that's the only option.
Now that you're in, like, you got to do it.
Like if the Richmond Spiders are in, they got to crawl their way
What?
to the top.
No, I hate that.
What?
I don't like
Why
spiders.
not?
I just don't like spiders.
I don't like spiders either, actually.
All right, my Final Four prediction for 2018. On the left side, it's gonna be Maryland and Hopkins in the semis. That's just gonna be amazing to watch the rivalry at Gillette, third time, the rubber match. I mean,
It's already written.
it's already written. So Maryland Hop on the left side, and on the right side, I'm going Loyola and Albany. I think if Connor Fields can stay healthy, Albany's definitely gonna make it to the Final Four, but let's go Albany and Loyola.
I'm gonna shake things up a little bit. For my Final Four predictions, on the left side of the bracket, I'm gonna go Cornell over Maryland.
Whoa. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Hopkins. So my left side is Cornell versus Hop. On the right side, I'm gonna go Yale versus Albany.
So what are your Final Four predictions? You can comment those below. Let us know who your Final Four is and who's taking home the national championship this year. You can also tweet them at us at Lacrosse Network.
And if you do tweet them at us, make sure to hashtag TLN at the tourney. Because TLN is gonna be at the tourney.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the tourney. I think someone just got engaged. So if you guys are gonna be there, we can't wait to meet you. We can't wait to watch the games there. It's just one of the best weekends in lacrosse.
So again, put your Final Four below or tweet it at us at Lacrosse Network, hashtag TLN at the tourney.
To hold you over until the playoff games start, make sure to check out our series Through X. We go behind the scenes with Connor Fields and Tahoga Nanticoke from Albany and Jules Henenberg from Rutgers, which hurts because I would have loved to see him play in the postseason.
But these two pieces are phenomenal. Huge shout out to the guys in the New York TLN office who are getting it done, putting out amazing work like this.
And shout out to Kark for his shoe game.
So good.
Great shoe game, Kark.
So good.
So make sure to like this video, comment your Final Four predictions below, tweet them at Lacrosse Network, check out Through X. Stay tuned for TLN at the tourney this May, and we will see you next week. Peace.